everybody, and welcome to Wonder Ventures, where we try to figure out the wonders all around. And how are you today? I am feeling great, and I'm very excited to tell you about one of my recent walks where I noticed something that got me wondering. Before we get started, here is a quick message for teachers, parents, and you. Be sure to stop the video often and give time to think, discuss, share, and think some more. Feel free to stop and rewind any of the video clips. Also be sure to check out ezstem.com for more information about teaching and learning for this Wonder Venture. Okay. So last week I was taking a walk in the early afternoon and I noticed a lot of beautiful flowers growing along the sides of the road. These flowers usually come out in the late summer and you can find them just about anywhere. They're called Queen Anne's lace. That's because the flowers look very, very lacy. Here's an interesting fact about the Queen Anne's lace. It is actually related to a carrot. Well, as I was noticing the Queen Anne's lace, I started to see something different about it. Here, let me show you. In some places, the Queen Anne's lace was growing like this, and in other places, the Queen Anne's lace was growing like that. Do you see what I noticed? Yeah, in some places the stem is straight up and down, and in other places the stem is tilted or diagonal. So I started to wonder, why? Why is the Queen Anne's lace growing in different ways? What do you think? Those are great ideas. Maybe some of you thought it was the wind, and you are right about that. If it was a windy day, the wind could be pushing the stems of the Queen Anne's lace over. But it was a beautiful, calm day. There was no wind, so it had to be something else. Wait a minute. You want more evidence, you say? Now you're thinking like a scientist. Ha! I thought you might ask for more information, so I took a video of where the Queen Anne's lace was growing so that you could see the surrounding areas. Maybe if you can see the area where the Queen Anne's lace is growing, you could answer the question, why is the Queen Anne's lace growing in different ways? Did you notice something? Yeah, I think I did too. In the place where the Queen Anne's lace was growing straight, it was directly underneath the sun with nothing in its way. But in the other location, the Queen Anne's lace may have wanted to grow straight, but it was blocked by the branches and the leaves. So these Queen Anne's lace were growing diagonally. So now I can say that the Queen Anne's lace is growing differently because they are growing in different places. One directly underneath the sky and the sun, and the other is growing underneath tree branches. But I still want to know, why is the Queen Anne's lace trying to grow in that direction? Did the Queen Anne's lace change its direction as it was growing? Can plants actually do that? Can they move? I have a lot of questions, and I'm sure you do too. So now it's time to take a quick break so that you can share what you know about plants so far. It's time to go grab your notebook or a piece of paper or your computer to answer this question. What do you know about what plants need? You can write it, draw it, or do a combination of writing and drawing. Tell what you think plants need. Hey, it's nice to know that you know so much about plants already. I saw that many of you included that plants need sunlight in your notes, and that got me thinking about the Queen Anne's lace again. Remember, in some places the Queen Anne's lace was growing straight up and down, and in other places where it was blocked, the Queen Anne's lace was growing in a slanted or a diagonal way. So that made me think of another question. Can a plant move in response to the sun or light? In other words, can a plant move or change its direction to get the sun better? I have a video that I'd like to share with you. It shows some early sprouts that are in a pot. Let's just watch the video the first time and see what the plants are doing, and then we're going to talk about it. So what did you see in that video? What was happening? And do you have any ideas about why this might be happening? Let's share some of our ideas with each other. If you're in class, then talk to your shoulder partners. If you're in a virtual learning room, well then join a breakout room to share your ideas about what is happening. And we'll come back and talk. There was a lot happening in that video, so let's watch it slowly together and talk about what we see. First, the seeds sprouted or germinated. Germinate is the word that scientists use when a plant first starts to grow. Once the seeds germinated, they started to bend in one direction, and then they changed and they started to bend in the other direction. Well, what do you think was causing them to change direction? That's right, the sun or light. Great thinking. Let's watch the video again, and this time you can point where you think the sun is when the video is playing. As the light changed, the plants responded. The plants moved so that the leaves were facing the light or the sun. Let's make a claim about our Queen Anne's lace based on what we know so far. Queen Anne's lace will grow straight when the sun is overhead, and it will grow diagonally or slanted when the sun is blocked. In other words, plants respond to sunlight. Plants are alive, and they can respond or react to the changes around them. A scientist will always back up their claim with evidence. So what is our evidence that plants respond to sunlight? How can we prove this? What could you do? Would you be able to set up a scientific investigation to help you answer this question? Yeah, of course you can. If you wanted to find out if plants respond to sunlight, what would you need and what would you do? Yep, that's it. You're going to need some seeds and a cup and some soil, and of course don't forget the water. You can use any seeds. You can use ones from food that you may have eaten, like pepper seeds or even an apple seed, or you can buy a pack of seeds from the store. Radish and grass seeds work really well for this. First, you will need to set up your investigation by planting your seeds in the cup and watering them gently and often, and then place them in a warm and sunny location. I would suggest starting with 6 cups, all planted with the same seeds. Once the seeds have germinated, wait a minute, do you remember what germinate means? Yes, starts to grow. All right, we're ready to get started. What are we going to try to find out while we're doing this investigation? Yes, do plants respond to sun or sunlight? That is our question. Now, if you have 6 cups with germinated seeds, any ideas what you could do with them to investigate how plants respond to the sunlight? You know what? Share your ideas with others and come up with your very best plan to figure this out. Explain your plan to others so that everyone knows what you're going to be doing. Be sure to share what you are learning along the way. How is your investigation like others? And how is it different? Are you all getting the same results? When you think you have enough data, that means information, it's time to share your results. Do plants respond to sunlight? What did you find out? What is your evidence? What do you think plants are able to do or not do? Great job, scientists. You are asking questions, developing a plan, keeping track of data, sharing your ideas, and providing evidence to support your claims. Make sure you share your findings with your classmates. Maybe now you have even more questions about plants. Asking questions and sharing ideas will often lead to new investigations. You better get some more seedlings ready. Well, that's all the time we have today for this Wonder Ventures. I'll see you next time for the next episode, but keep your eyes open, always looking for the wonders around you.